Welcome back, guys, to Baby Got Sex.
Welcome to Romance Month, Love Month, Valentine's Month. We have a theme going. We tried.
Yeah, like romancy, coupley. Yeah, because the first book of February is The Golden Couple by Greer, Hendricks, and Sarah
Pekkanen.
Okay. Pekkanen, yep.
I feel pretty proud being able to say that one because I stared at it for a real long time.
It makes sense after you said it because I was staring at it. I was like, I don't know how to.
I see it now.
And they write a lot of books together.
They write a lot of books together, and I think we figured out last time that it's Sarah Pekkanen that writes books more so on her own than the other.
Yes.
But mainly I see them co-write.
And I wonder if they're just like how it became. Like, are they just friends? Were they like how
yeah, what the dynamic is, like, are they sister-in-laws? Are they just besties?
Do they both write? Because I couldn't imagine having two people trying to write a book and come to the same.
Do they hate each other, but they just write so well together that they put that aside?
The animosity just gets
there
them.
Should be a book about them.
That would be interesting.
Well, they usually write mystery thrillers together. And I had read The Wife Between Us and You're Not Alone by both of them.
I've read The Wife Between Us, but I own We're Not Alone.
I liked You're Not Alone, though now that I'm looking at it, I don't really recall what it's about. I did not like The Wife Between Us as much.
Did I like it? I probably did. Hold on a minute.
The forever question is like, we just read so many books that it's sometimes hard to follow.
It has to be like a 5 out of 5 fantastic book for me to
especially
remember.
When it has something when it's a mystery thriller-ish book with it's like The Wife Between Us.
Well, I gave it a
5.
I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 2.5. Though I do remember that being like really early on in your restart reading journey, and I had read it a little while after.
I don't even. Oh, I read it in February of 2022.
Yeah, that was a while back.
So forever ago. Yeah.
I can't tell when I read
it. Yeah, so
anyway. Today we read The Golden Couple. Well, not today, this past week.
Yes.
This one came out 2022. I have the Book of the Month edition of it, though.
So do I.
And also, I will follow up because I remember last episode I said that for February I was gonna make a TikTok about it the next day. Tuesday came, and then she went. I got home and I was tired, and then it got dark, and I didn't make a TikTok. You can be disappointed, though you should not be shocked.
I'm not disappointed. It's all love over here.
We'll try it again some other time.
We'll get there eventually. It's gonna be fine. Usually February we try to do like lovey-dovey books. This one, this is not lovey-dovey. It's about a couple, at least.
It is about a couple.
There are quite a few twists in this book.
It gave roller coaster.
It did. I once again was very tired during the week. Read it a little bit in the week, but then mainly read it this weekend and had to like hustle through it. I think I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4.
4. I gave it a 4. Yeah. I guess I can read the little thing. It's a hardcover. You know how we feel about those. Not a fan. Okay. Wealthy Washington, Marissa and Matthew Bishop seem to have it all until Marissa is unfaithful. Beneath their veneer of perfection is a relationship riven. Is it riven or is it missing a D? Is it supposed to be driven by work or is it riven?
I guess
riven. I'm gonna be honest, I've never. Okay.
Riven?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't know English.
I have no idea. By work and a lack of intimacy. Marissa wants to repair things for the sake of their 8-year-old son and because she loves her husband. Enter Avery Chambers. Avery is a therapist who lost her professional license. Still, it doesn't stop her from counseling those in crisis, though they have to adhere to her unorthodox methods, and the bishops are desperate. When they glide through Avery's door and Marissa reveals her infidelity, all three are set on a collision course. Because the biggest secrets in the room are still hidden, and it's no longer simply a marriage that's in danger. Crazy.
I was into it.
There were some big twists. Now, anytime I read a mystery thriller book, I'm always curious on how many of the things you had picked up on that I was very oblivious to.
Well, there was enough twists and turns there that I was like, okay, maybe it was this. And then something else would happen. I'd be like, okay, maybe then it was this. And then something else would happen. And I'm like, okay, maybe it was the first thing again. And then something would happen. I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't either of those things. And it kept me bouncing back and forth between my own theories.
Yeah.
Which I really liked. Because by the end of it, nothing like too... Well, I mean, it's a mystery thriller, so all of this kind of seems a little unbelievable, but nothing was like terribly outlandish.
Yeah.
Nothing came so far out of the blue like that Lisa Jackson one that we read. Nothing was so wild and crazy that I was like, okay, like let's
like fitting every trope ever. Yeah.
I still really enjoyed this one. It wasn't a perfect 5-star. Some things were still a little too cliche or obvious.
Yeah, and I feel like they were almost like some of Avery's people that she was helping, clientele, like I was like, I just don't understand why that's necessary. I don't know. Yeah. Like the one chick in Cameron.
The girl, yeah. That one specifically. I was like, oh, okay.
Like I kind of get because Cameron is the reason, like Cameron and whatever her face, they're the reason that she lost her license because she was secretly videotaping them while they were fighting and she was like hiding in the closet. I was like, geez Louise. And so they like pressed charges, but then Cameron like got charges not on her by saying that he knew she was there but like didn't tell his girlfriend at the time, and even though he didn't know she was there, and so it saved her from not going to jail, but she ultimately lost her license.
Basically her methods are it's essentially stalking to see them in their actual day-to-day life and seeing what they truly do. And it is creepy, though I guess in the sense of therapy and counseling and expecting the truth out of them in order to actually help them makes sense. But yeah, and she was videoing them fighting, well, that particular couple, because she wanted him to see from that outside perspective how she was taking control of him and manipulating him.
Yeah.
which he did because of that video and ended up leaving her.
Yeah.
But
Like,
it is quite a method.
yeah. And then, and kind of another big one too with her clientele is that one, I don't remember their name, but she worked for a pharmaceutical company and found out that one of the drugs was going to be FDA approved when it was killing people. And so Avery like called in a unanimous tip and got I don't think they got the company shut down, but they had to like they probably couldn't go forward with the product. And so now the
Yeah.
company is like going after her in the most creepy way possible.
Oh yeah. Very, very creepy way. But yeah, it was like a huge pharmaceutical company. So they couldn't take the whole thing down, but they could put a pause on the product itself.
Yeah, and people are like they want a name. They want to know who ratted them out. And so
Ooh, yeah.
she's like I'm not going to give you that and they're like we won't stop and they like know where she lives and they'll like show up at her doctor's office and show up like it is just nuts.
Yeah. And
Sorry,
all the while,
my
oh
mother's
really?
no, my mother's
Oh,
cat is eating my cat's food in my bedroom.
nice. She's like, free meal.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's not my cat.
But not my
That's you.
cat. All the while, Avery, the therapist, is getting over her own grief in a way because she is a widow now. Am I
Yes,
getting this?
and
Yeah.
yes, I didn't catch like the way the book is written, they don't tell you that until like you learn some information. So all of a sudden she was like in the part where she's sleeping with Derek, who is
Hmm.
this like one guy, and then she gets home and she was like, "Oh, my stepdaughter," and I was like, "Hold on a minute, is she married?" And
Yeah.
then it kind of talks about how he passed away, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Is she cheating?"
Yeah. But her husband had passed of a disease. Was it cancer?
I was like, "Hip the
Usually
thing."
cancer.
Um, I don't remember what he had. Probably cancer.
Probably cancer.
Always cancer.
Um, but before he was actually diagnosed with anything when he was still healthy, she had been contemplating divorce and leaving
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
And then he was diagnosed, and she was kind of caught up with, I can't leave him now. This is awful. Like, what kind of person would I be if I left him
Yeah.
when he just got the worst news of his life? And
Yeah.
so she saw him through to the end. And I forgot what she
She gave him a bunch of morphine or like
that,
overdosed him with
yeah.
something because he was like, I'm ready. And she was just like,
Yeah.
okay.
And it was kind of the case where um people were trying to figure out if he passed naturally, if it was aided.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Obviously, she's trying to say she's not guilty. Like my husband had a disease, he passed. I found him
Yeah.
and a story.
Yeah.
But she did actually help him. But had been what he wanted.
Yeah.
Just so awful.
That he wanted it or that she killed
Well,
him.
no, and like her whole situation of being with someone and knowing that you don't necessarily love them anymore, but like, yeah, but they get sick.
Yeah,
And
that's
what, you
I
serve them divorce papers?
I don't know what I'd do in that situation, honestly.
Like, that's so tough.
I feel like I would probably do what she did and like stay because I'm too nice of a person to like sayonara.
But then, like, do you just wait forever? Because that almost feels like you're waiting for them to die.
Well, yeah, that's also
You
true.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because like, what if well,
but then if they get healthy and then you divorce
then you're
them,
like, all right, never mind, bye.
cool. bye.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, maybe you could work on it while they're sick and maybe find that love again. I don't know.
There is an article that I saw. I don't remember where I saw it, but this husband and wife, he had like, I don't know, neurological disorder or something
Mm.
happened to him, but she like was wanting to already divorce him, and they did divorce, and that her now husband helps take care of her ex-husband.
Aww.
Yeah,
Oh, humanity's nice sometimes.
sometimes, not all the time.
Sometimes.
Not all the
Ah,
time.
well,
Yeah.
going to when humanity's not nice all the time. The couple she's helping is Lindsay. Is that her name?
Marissa?
Marissa. Where'd I get Lindsay?
I don't know. There's not a Lindsay in this book. Mar- Marissa and Matthew.
Marissa and Matthew. And Marissa had found Avery in an article.
That was
So
sent by her friend. Yeah.
oh, okay. So she knows she's not like licensed anymore,
Hmm.
but knows that like her weird ways have worked. So brings her husband there, kind of tricked him into bring him there based on they were gonna talk about
Their
their son.
son. Yeah.
Um, but comes clean saying she had cheated on him, but says she cheated on him with a guy at the
The
gym
gym.
she goes to, and it's over. It's never going to happen again. She really regrets it and she wants to work on it. And that's why she's brought them to couples therapy.
Hmm.
And Avery can just tell that she's hiding something and that
Yeah.
the husband is also hiding something.
Yeah.
And so starts this whole convoluted situation.
Yeah. So it's basically the book is about Avery trying to figure out and obviously help Marissa and Matthew. And then it double POV. So it's Avery and then Marissa.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so you're just finding like Marissa's trying to figure out, obviously, like she wants to better her marriage, and then you're watching like Avery trying to help them, but then Avery's dealing with other things like the pharmaceutical company coming after her and her other clients needing help. And then Marissa has her own things. So Bennett, who is the son, goes to a private school, and Natalie, I believe, helped them get into the private school. And Natalie used
Yeah.
to date, yeah,
Yeah.
well, yes, used to date Matthew.
And still
Once,
obviously has a
yeah,
thing for him.
yeah. And then Marissa owns a boutique, and it helps have it run by a woman named Polly.
I think it's Polly or Paula.
Because
Polly.
every time I read it, I wanted to say Polly wants a cracker, so I'm pretty sure it's Polly.
I think it's Polly because I kept going like, oh, like a Polly Pocket.
I freaking loved Polly Pockets growing up. Oh my god, I still have all my old Polly Pockets. They're probably full of
Oh,
lead,
all the poison. Mm,
but it was great.
liquid
I
poison
treasure
pocket.
them.
Yes.
I have that in my brats. I will keep those.
Ah, treasures.
I love those. And then Polly's very weird too in like her own way. Like she really wants to be like Marissa, and
Yeah, she's very skittish and like tries to please Marissa and it's like, is there anything I can do for you? Do you want tea? I can go get you tea. And then she'll like run off and get some tea and like
yeah.
she'll try to like start like wearing clothes like Marissa or like tries to like answer the phone for
Earrings.
Marissa and be like, oh, do you need anything? Are you okay? Do you need to put your feet up? And like it's really weird, very
It's very
overbearing.
Yeah, it's very strange. And
Yeah.
then I'm trying to think of if there's anything else before we get to like the crazy part.
No, Matthew just works a lot and
Yeah.
has a best friend named
Skip.
Skip. He and Skip and Marissa used to go to high school together. grew up together.
Yeah.
Skip was in their wedding. Comes over every now and then, plays with Bennett.
Yeah, another thing
I think those
was
are all the main characters.
so when they were in high school, was it senior year? Um, Tina, who was one of Marissa's best friends, was killed.
Mm-hmm.
And the one of the teachers that was really creepy confessed to killing her, and they had found like other photos and stuff of other students. Um, and so Marissa felt extremely bad because she thought she was the last one to like see Tina
See
alive.
her, yeah.
They were coming back from a party on the beach, and Tina was very drunk, and so she just thought that like something had happened to her. Tina was found on the beach dead, and so that yeah, the teacher had confessed to it, but then there were news articles that he was saying that like the police coerced him into confessing and that the killer's actually walking free and he didn't do it, and so she has like a lot of mixed feelings about that. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously Skip and Matthew know about it because they were all friends at the same time. Um, and then Skip also has a crush on Marissa. Like they can all see it as well. He's just pretty. Uh, he's like not
He'll like go out
obsessive.
of his way to
Yeah.
like do things for her and like check in on her and yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty clear, but
And
Matthew hasn't really done anything
yeah.
to like stop it. And it's never really crossed a boundary, which is why he's never really done anything.
Yeah, and Skip's the
So
one that sent the article on Avery to Marissa.
yeah.
Um, should we get to the juicy details?
I think it's time. If y'all don't want to get spoiled, stop listening now. But honestly, I would recommend this book if you just want a good old wild time. If you want a good little
I feel like it
twisty
was a good
thriller.
classic twisty thriller. It had
Yeah.
really good twists in it. I feel like it
It's
was
not too long.
no.
If you want to have a good, you want to get little surprises, go
The
for it.
even the text was bigger, so it was easy to read.
Yeah. I do always hesitate because when I read the book of the month version because I don't know what the normal version looks like. But the book of the month version is pretty close to whatever the hardcover normally looks
Yeah.
like. So, I mean, we recommend you read it. And it can be hard to find a good mystery thriller that doesn't get cheesy or obvious or obnoxious. So,
Yeah, you gotta have one that has like just the right amount of twists and action
mhm.
in it
Mhm.
that but makes you invested in the characters to be
Yeah.
like, what happens? Do I want to like this person? Do I not want to like this person? What's going on? Like,
Yeah. And with just the amount of red herrings, but
yeah.
not so much that it's like you didn't even give us a shot of trying to figure this out. Because now, like backtracking the book, it's like, oh, it was all right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love
Yeah.
those.
I did I really didn't see the thing with Matthew. I really did not see that coming
I
until the very
didn't.
end.
Okay, spoilers now. You've been warned. I'm always like, you know how both of us are like, it's always the husband. It's always the fucking husband. That
Now it's
wasn't my initial thing.
neither did I. I thought that something was up with Polly. Something was up
I
with
thought
Polly.
Polly was in on some shit.
I thought Polly and Matthew were having an affair. I thought for surezies that Matthew was doing something with someone somewhere. Thought for sure.
I thought it was gonna be I thought Polly was in on something, and I thought Natalie was in on
Hmm.
something.
Hmm.
So I thought
Yeah.
maybe Matthew and Natalie were having an affair, and Polly knew
Yeah, it was
something, and like that's why she was so all over Marissa because she like felt bad. I,
yeah,
I something with those two.
it was very strange. So
like that's why Skip was also like really nice to Marissa because he knew Matthew was like kind of a jerk
I
guy.
couldn't figure out Skip for the longest time. I was like, is this a good guy?
Especially
Is this
when
a
it
bad
came
guy?
out that that was the same guy Avery had been sleeping with. When
That was
Avery came
quite sad.
over and saw Skip, and she's like, "Wait, that's the dude I've been sleeping with. Oh, his name's actually Skip, and he knows his family."
Yeah, it was nuts. Come to find out, Marissa and Skip had slept together. It was
It
not a
was
guy from the
not a
gym.
dude at the gym.
Skip has loved Marissa ever since they were in high school.
He
Um,
thought it should be him and not Matthew.
yeah. And so then I was like, I don't know if I really like Skip too much. And then I kept reading, and I was like, I think Skip's the best one at this point. Like when I
Yeah.
got to the end, I was like, okay. Uh, so then, okay, so Marissa slept with Skip. Avery slept with Skip. Lots of people sleep with Skip. Um, then Matthew. So Tina supposedly was killed by the school teacher. Now, come to find out, it was Matthew that killed Tina, and Skip hid it from, right? Skip hid it, and so that's why Matthew was like, I'm gonna go
Skip,
after.
yeah, Skip helped him hide from the police, and so that's why he gave him an alibi, saying that Matthew had been at his house the whole time.
And yeah, so that's when Matthew went for Marissa. But I feel like that happened because one of them was like an IOU kind of thing, right? Am I
Huh?
mis- I was thinking that Skip wanted to be with Marissa because they had their first kiss, but then something happened to where Matthew was like, no, I'm gonna go for her instead. I feel like something happened when they
Wait,
were.
did Skip kill Tina?
No, it was Matthew. It was
Hold
Matthew.
on a damn second. I think Skip killed Tina.
I don't think Skip.
Hold on.
I don't think Skip did it.
Hold our damn horses.
I don't think. I don't think Skip did it. I feel like we are trying to find.
We are currently trying to find what the hell happened in this.
Yeah. I knew something was gonna happen when she was drinking the wine. Matthew's like, "How is it?" I was like, "Oh, he poisoned her." Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So come to find out, Matthew knew Skip was the one that she slept with like the next night. Um, and which I thought was crazy. So Matthew was getting back at Marissa and was basically going to kill her.
Yeah.
Um,
And Polly was being weird because Matthew had called her saying she was pregnant and just wanted
mhm.
her to keep an extra eye on her because they've had miscarriages before, and not to like mention it to Marissa, but like just be like extra careful with her, and that's why she was being weird.
Yeah.
And
Was it not when he was in the house? I feel like. Did you find it? I thought it was towards the end.
Skip meets Avery, admits sleeping with Marissa and sending her to Avery, hoping Avery would get her to leave Matt. Skip's convinced Marissa's pregnant with his baby.
I don't know.
Maybe it was Marissa
I
asked Matt why he gave Skip a fake alibi for Tina's murder. She admits.
wait, wasn't it?
I
I
Oh my god.
wait, no, it was Matthew. Hold on a minute.
We swear we read this book.
Where was it? Oh, okay. Got it. So
Okay.
Chris, why?
Matthew's dad.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is when Avery finds out that Chris pretty much like works for the pharmaceutical company that's after her and is pretty much
Right.
like having the people go after her. And so she told Chris like, I want you to make this go away. And so she was talking to Chris, and it says Chris shakes his head. I lost my son when he was 16 and came home with blood on his shirt the night that girl was murdered. My wife went to bed early that night, but Matthew told her to say he and Skip watched a movie with her. So she did. She always covered for him.
Okay.
Twas Matthew.
Okay.
But yeah, she pretty much used Bennett. She kind of did Chris dirty, but she used Bennett against him because she knows how much that he loves his grandson.
Yeah. But the whole time Skip thought Marissa was pregnant because they had seen a pregnancy test in the trash.
Yeah.
Which if they actually looked at it, it was negative.
Yeah, it was negative.
But they just assumed Marissa was actually pregnant, which is why Skip was being so like persistent about it, because he thought it was his kid.
Oh, and then Avery says that Marissa hadn't wanted to hold a memorial service for Matthew, given that detectives are now investigating whether Matthew was responsible for Tina's murder in addition to trying to kill Marissa and Skip. So it was. Okay.
It was Matthew. Okay.
Yes, and
Got
so
it.
Skip was trying to save Marissa because, like,
Yeah,
he just knew something was off, and so the night that he figures out that like everything is not going good, Avery is with Skip, and they run over to the house because Marissa, I want to say, texts Avery or something.
yeah, saying like Matt is here, like they were gonna talk or something.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but it sent Avery on high alert, and so
I swear we read this book.
we swear we read this book. Oh my god.
And so Matthew has a gun to Marissa and is like walk, and Skip like runs up, and so he's trying to like he's pretty much going to make it look like Marissa killed Skip and then herself. And so she was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So Avery like
managed to
does
sneak up. Yeah.
sneak up and does like the downs because Skip was like really good with Avery's dog in the beginning, and so he taught her like some commands to teach her dog Romeo, and so she tells him to lay down Skip, and so Skip hits the deck, and then she shoots Matthew.
Yeah. And then Marissa doesn't like officially get with Skip afterwards. He just sticks around to help out.
They definitely will get together later on in life.
Where they go.
They've had enough trauma in their life. They will 100% get together.
Yeah, no one else is gonna deal with all that baggage. Are you kidding me?
No, and then Natalie was like nice about everything too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well,
all right, I guess.
I don't know if I trust you, but all right. So yeah, good twists.
So yeah, good one.
I liked it.
Maybe you followed better than we did.
Yeah, maybe you would remember. I literally read it pretty much this weekend, and I still was just like, I don't remember.
I read it in December.
Oh yeah, you read it quite a while ago.
Pretty early.
But you still remembered a lot.
That's how good the book was. It was a 4.
No, it was good.
I recall.
Should I get my rowdy 1-star?
Rowdy 1-star.
Oh, right. This book.
I should have worn my new shirt.
I love that shirt so much.
I was just killing some time before my doctor's appointment, and I was in the thrift store and found a shirt that said "Getting Rowdy."
It's so good.
Wiped that real fast.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I already showed you it. My Dr. Pepper sweatshirt. I'm gonna have to wear that. I'm gonna have to wear that at some point. I haven't worn it. I washed it. I haven't worn it yet. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, so this is at a 3.99. 193,208 ratings. It is mainly 4 stars, and then 5 stars behind it, but mainly 4.
Mm.
The boring couple. Oh, okay.
Oh, creative.
Not for me. Unlikable characters. What is it? Even with 10 pages left, I wanted to quit.
Oh,
Oh, Lord. I find the writing to be very cheesy. The lines were bogus, especially Avery's. Twists and turns were low-grade stops. Stop signs, left turns on red lights. I don't understand that
what?
one. I'm going to be honest with you.
Put driving instructions in here.
I was like, I don't understand that.
What?
This one, not sure why I just didn't care about the plot or characters. I don't love cheating storylines, so that might be it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I get that. Could not get into the story or characters. Not good. This was all over the place. Yeah, it's giving nothing.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know. I like that.
a lot of people DNF'd it. I thought it was good.
I
I
mean,
guess
I
it,
feel like if you're not into the writing or the plot of it, you'll know pretty early on.
yeah.
So maybe like read the sample thing on Amazon or borrow it from your library.
Yeah.
Library.
I thought it was good. I
I
mean,
like.
you and I both like a classic plot twist.
Mm-hmm,
I'll
mm-hmm.
take
And
it.
there was a few of them in here, and it wasn't
Well,
overdone. I feel.
no, I feel like it wasn't too cheesy like the Lisa
Yeah.
Jackson one. That
Of
one's
the three I've read from these authors, this one's my favorite.
I still have to read. I own the Alone one. I just have to read it.
I guess I liked it, but I don't remember it at all.
Back then I liked it.
Which
I don't
I
know.
suppose doesn't mean much considering I didn't remember this one a little bit, but
No, yeah, I'll definitely keep it. I thought it was good.
yeah. Well, that was the only thriller
Yes, all the
of
others are
a
romance.
version of romance. One's a hockey romance.
I'm so
One's a witchy supernatural romance, I'm assuming. And then the other one is a billionaire romance. So next week we have the very popular on TikTok, especially Icebreaker. Boop 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 boop. I'm almost done with it. I haven't been in a very ready mood though lately.
It's
I
been
just
hard.
haven't.
Like I said, when I get home from work, I just want to lay in bed and just scroll aimlessly through TikTok.
I just want to rot. I want to rot in bed.
Like I'll try to put something on my laptop to watch.
I
I
can't
just
even do
don't
that.
watch it. No, I just
I need media that's 7 seconds max.
exactly. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I can read faster on my Kindle because I'm like pretend like it my brain thinks that it's
Yeah,
on
like a small
electronic,
page. Yeah.
whether like instead of flipping a book, but I'm very excited for you to read Icebreaker.
So far, so good. I would want to reread it and annotate it.
It's so good. I really want to read Wildfire,
I still need to get Wildfire.
and then the third one's coming out this year.
I will see how it is because it's just like the campus series. It's not like characters we've necessarily met before. It'll
Yeah, it
be
is.
interesting. It
The
is?
I don't know the second one, but the third one is. Third one
Oh,
everyone
the
keeps
third
freaking out
one is.
about.
Okay.
Third one
Yeah,
is
we'll
because
see how it goes.
so the first book he lives in a frat house with like the
Oh,
other I think
oh
I
okay.
so I think it's the third one at least is one of the main frat guys that's like friends with the main guy in
Oh,
the
okay.
first one.
Oh, okay.
The second one though, and I don't know. Let me see Wildfire.
I know Target's doing their buy one get one half off right now.
They're camp counselors. Yeah.
The names don't sound familiar.
Russ kind of does. The girl doesn't, but Russ.
Oh, Russ. That's one of the hockey players, I think.
Okay, so then that's the second book. And then the third one is Henry's story. And Henry's a big character. So, yes.
Nice.
Pretty exciting.
All right. If you want to know what else we're reading in February, you can check out our Instagram. We're at Baby Got Sex Podcast. And we have a link in the bio where you can see our Goodreads, what else we have to read. I went to Browser's bookstores, sold a lot of books, and brought home a lot of books. I scored.
I saw all of your wants to read, and I was like, oh, she's been somewhere.
I got a lot of books from Abe.
He has a lot of Sarah J. Maas books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None that I needed currently.
Oh.
One in the series that I'm gonna start soon, but it's number 3.
Oh.
But since it's cheaper than what I would buy it at normal price, I got it.
Nice.
There's so many fucking books.
For the Sarah J. Maas ones? Oh, I know.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole can of worms. Yeah, like and follow wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. We have a TikTok. Nothing is on it, but there will be eventually someday.
Someday this year, we will get to it. Maybe.
Sure.
I really want to try a silent book review.
Yeah, we have goals. We have plans. It's just the doing.
Yeah, because anytime Mel and I get together, then we want to go to Target, and then we want to go.
We're busy.
We want to go and get food, and then it's like, well, we might as well go to Marshall's because that's right there, and then we might as well go to the bookstore. It's just we have a process.
Yeah, we'll have to plan a day to actually do that.
We will get there one day.
We'll do it eventually.
Someday. It's okay. We'll get there. Book talk is still through the roof, so we'll be just fine.
We'll make our entrance.
Slowly but surely. Yes.
Yeah. I think I did my spiel. I think that was everything.
Yeah. No, I think it sounded good to me. Hopefully next week we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of there's some spicy scenes in Icebreaker, so be prepared for that. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Pretty excited.
I almost
you won't say it. Oh, tell me after. Tell me after.
Okay. Bye, you guys.
Bye.